Milton, currently at a Category 4 storm system, could bring catastrophic conditions across the west coast of Florida. So we'll be monitoring, again, Hurricane Milton very closely. In the meantime, we've got temperatures along the west coast. Quite a stark difference. Is cooler, quiet in the morning hours. A patchy fog is possible for areas of Long Beach, so just a heads up. And temperature highs this afternoon, we're going to be out of the triple digits. We're going to be looking for numbers just slightly above normal today and through much of the week. Not a whole lot of day-to-day fluctuation, just temperatures. The overall picture is expected to come down due to a trough of low pressure that's really going to help enhance a sea breeze. 75 degrees in Santa Ana later today, comfortable numbers, and temperatures probably nearing upper 90s. If you're heading over to the high country, Big Bear at 73 degrees. And the Coachella Valley also out of the excessive heat warnings. We're looking at temperatures still in the triple digits there. Hot and dry for the Coachella Valley, if that's where you're heading. A breakdown the 7-day forecast. We've got some really nice weather conditions this weekend. Traffic-wise, we have you covered here as well. Some good news also. The earlier SIG alert has now lifted. And then traffic a little slow to recover. Northbound side of the 215 at Blaine Street. Earlier this morning, there was 3 vehicles that collided. 2 vehicles rather, were engulfed in flames, and they're cleaning up, and hopefully that's going to, again, alleviate traffic very soon. Mega storm system continuing to churn across the Gulf of Mexico, and it's aimed right towards the west coast of Florida. And now we've got Hurricane Milton. It was a Category 5 just an hour ago and has now been downgraded to a Category 4. It's getting into slightly drier air and potentially stronger wind shear, but unfortunately not enough to lower the hurricane strength. It does appear that sometime later tonight we could be dealing with landfall at a Category 4, perhaps even a Category 3. Life-threatening situation there. Here's a look at our futurecast as it continues to spin. And even in advance of the eye wall, we're looking at heavy bands of rain. Tornadic activity is possible through much of the Florida Peninsula. And Wednesday night is when, again, we are expecting the hurricane to make landfall before pushing out, and even Daytona Beach and Orlando will be seeing the impacts of what is currently a Category 4 Hurricane Milton. October highs, bring it back here at home. We're going to be looking at temperatures slowly coming down, just slightly above normal, so it'll be a warm afternoon with a little more sunshine outside of some patchy morning fog. But this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we're actually going to lower those temperatures. It'll be very comfortable for you. We'll be looking for highs at the beach communities, upper 60s and upper 70s possible for inland spots, and even our valleys will be coming down into the 80s. So good weather for us here in Southern California. But again, we have our hearts going out to our neighbors along the east coast of Florida and the west coast of Florida.
Yeah, we'll keep watching that.
As we get a stronger sea breeze, especially more noticeable this weekend for Saturday and Sunday, we'll be looking for highs closer to normal, if not below normal, by Sunday in the beginning of the next work week. At this hour, we're watching our temperatures, 55 degrees in Santa Clarita, Camarillo at 62, and there's the clouds hugging much of the coast this morning. 63 in San Bernardino, and here's a look at our temperature highs today, breaking it down. 70s for the coastal communities, 80s on the way, and 95-degree temperatures for valleys in the IE. So we're out of the triple digits, at least for interior valleys. Mountain communities will continue to be dry. Deserts at 95, and lower deserts, Palm Springs, still pretty hot at 108. But the excessive heat warnings that were in place for the Coachella Valley yesterday, they have lifted last night at 8 p.m. Of course, the big weather story, we continue to watch Hurricane Milton, which just an hour ago was a Category 5 mega storm, is now been downgraded just so slightly to a Category 4. Still very impactful, very powerful, and it's set to slam the west coast of Florida with wind speeds topping over 130+ miles an hour. Storm surge continues to be a concern. Torrential rain, tornadic activity, flash flood warnings, and hurricane warnings in place in advance of Hurricane Milton. Arrival time, we're going to go ahead and animate this out for you, where you're going to see it continue to churn Wednesday, so tonight, sometime tonight, expected to make landfall. You can see even the broader outer rain bands affecting the east coast of Florida, Daytona Beach into Orlando. Power outages are possible, and even by Thursday morning, they're seeing that it could continue to be a hurricane with a Category 1 status before completely exiting out late Thursday and into Friday. Temperatures along the west coast will be a lot nicer, but here's a quick water vapor look at how much moisture is involved with that hurricane, bringing again heavy rain. We've got area of high pressure slowly breaking down, and that's what's going to lead to just slightly warmer than what's typical for the time of year. 80s, sunshine on the way for those valley communities, and it'll be a very nice afternoon for Saturday and Sunday and into Monday. We've got 70s on